I'm April. Welcome back. It is day 18 in my Trusting God experiment, 100-day Trusting God experiment. And I can't wait to share with you what's come up for me in the past 24 hours as I've been spending about 2 hours seeking God in prayer, worship, and really just listening for guidance to guide me into navigating this journey in my life, this big shift that I'm in many different areas. One of the things that I've gotten really clear on, I know yesterday I shared that my big aha moment was really clearly seeing that I have been overgiving and undercharging significantly. It's been a pattern in my life, and the root cause of overgiving and undercharging, if you trace it all the way back to the root cause of what's causing it, it's a limiting belief that I am not good enough. And I thought, gosh, I think I've worked on this. In prayer, I'm like, Lord, I have worked on this. And he said, yes, I've made significant progress in this area of really feeling more worthy and feeling good enough. But what happens is to move to the next level, it's like we're hitting a glass ceiling to where we've made progress around our owning our worth and value, but we reached another set point. And in order to be promoted where God's taking you next and really expressing your greatness, your highest and best self in the world at the next level, requires us to break through that glass ceiling and grow to the next level, grow beyond where you've ever gone before. That's where I'm at. I was talking to my coach on Friday, and she said, I just feel like I just keep hearing becoming April. You're becoming. And I'm like, yeah, that's what it feels like. I'm becoming. What that process is, it's a shedding. It's like chipping away at any excess that is not truly who I am, my most authentic self, including doing work that I have a modicum of talent at, that I have some knowledge in, but it's not my highest and best use. Somebody else can do that work, and I could really laser focus in on and shed away all the stuff, all the activities I've been doing, and only operate in doing the work that is my unique genius, that's my true brilliance, that is my highest and best use. It comes easy for me. There's a flow and an ease where I lose track of time in the midst of it. It is truly what I'm absolutely the best at. And letting other people do the other activities and the other work and the other things that I have some talent in, but it's really not my true genius zone. And definitely let other people do the things that I am just not good at all and should not be doing it ever. Like bookkeeping, for example, right? I believe that's true for you. I think that's what, when I was seeking the Lord in prayer this morning, He was showing me like almost like a vision of a chipping away of who I'm not, to reveal more of who I really am, my most authentic self. And then really getting crystal clear and lasering in on the work that is truly my unique area that I'm the best at. Like I said, my genius zone or unique brilliance, whatever you want to call that. And owning that, like owning what I'm not good at, say, no, that's not for me. You need to talk to this person over here. That's their brilliance. They can help you with that. But then also truly stepping into and fully owning my value and my worth and raise my rates accordingly based on the value, the true value that I bring, because it is my genius zone. And I encourage you to do the same. Let me just share with you a few things that the Lord shared with me. He said, I just said, I see it clearly now. Not only was I wrote a list yesterday of a lot of different things that I've been doing with clients, a lot of services, like way over giving, like marketing copywriting, for example. And you typically hire an additional person above and beyond your coach to actually write your marketing copy for you, which is typically let me give you an example. I hired somebody to write the homepage for my marketing copy 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and the investment for that was $1,500 just to write the marketing copy. No strategy help, no work uncovering what is your true genius zone, no work with helping you to create your funnel, just for the marketing copy. I have been writing copy, helping my clients in writing their copy, and there's no additional charge for it. That's not my client's fault. That has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with me. And it's because I wasn't owning that's why I was undercharging. I was giving them a lot more that normally would be a significant investment for doing that type of done-for-you type service that I wasn't charging for. I was just including it. That's just one example. Maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you're overgiving, volunteering. You can't say no to things. You keep saying yes to people when they want you to do something for them or volunteer for that or whatever. But when it gets to the point where you're being depleted, or it starts to harm your life or hold you back in any way, that's when it's time to reevaluate that, how much you're giving away, and to see if you are overgiving. Because it's not healthy for us. It's not sustainable. It leads to burnout. Okay, so I was also speaking to the wrong people. Sometimes that's really all it is, especially if you own a business. If you, the Lord told me this over a year ago, you're just speaking to the wrong people. And in order to grow to the next level as a human being, or even especially in a business, we've got to speak to the right people, the people that are ready, willing, and able. They can easily afford to invest a premium to get your help so that you can truly help them. There's no waffling. They're not saying they can't afford it, or that they can't even make the payment. You see what I mean? That's speaking to the wrong people. They're just not quite ready for you, even if you know you can genuinely help them. There's lots of free resources that you have that they can consume on their own until they get to that place where they are ready. That was one of my lessons. So I made a decision that I'm only going to do my highest and best use, and I'm going to get crystal clear on only offering and saying yes to opportunities moving forward for work that is really in my sweet spot, and also saying no to opportunities for work that is not my highest and best use. It's not my true brilliance. And letting somebody else do that, because that is somebody else's true brilliant, like their best work, right? Only doing that. And that was really pretty powerful. The Lord shared with me also this I wanted to share with you. You can ask the Lord anything and He will answer you. It will be clear and specific. There's nothing special about me. I remember being in prayer one day, this was years of 2015, I asked the Lord, He said, everyone has access to me like you do. They can hear from me clearly just like you do. It's only because of their unwillingness. That's the only reason. And we have to quiet our mind to such a degree and be in the present moment where we can actually hear, instead of just talking and just praying, and then after the prayer we get up and go back and get busy with our lives again. We take the time to sit in silence and quiet and meditate on scripture, and then listen for guidance that comes directly from him. It is so clear. It is better than any coach I've ever had. It's better than anything that I've ever logically come up with on my own. It's life-changing. Because God knows us. He knows our beginning from our end. He knows every step of our journey. Everything. There's been a book that's already been recorded. He's the one that assigned us to our purpose and our calling and the assignments that we have in our life. That's about all I want to share with you. There was a piece I wanted to mention. I just asked the Lord, and I encourage you to do this as well. I said, Lord, please share with me. Help me to understand what is the specific work that I am excellent at doing. It is my unique gifts that I'm really the best at. It's what I'm here to serve the world with and to help others with. What is my highest and best use, Lord? And also the work that I'll do to earn income. What is it that you created me to do? You designed me for this work. And the Lord shared with me just a few things. Discernment. He said discernment, strategic thinking, to put all the pieces together for an expected end, storytelling, and gathering a crowd to listen, profitable ideas, faith, perseverance, innovation, hearing God's voice clearly. And I was like, wow, thank you. Remember I mentioned before, sometimes what we're really called to do, what we're meant to do, is like right under our nose the whole time. It's as if we have a skewed vision or blinders on because the lens that we're seeing our life through is blocking our ability to truly see our greatest gifts, or to see the path forward, or to see and hear and receive our calling or an assignment. And it's skewed or clouded over to where we can't see clearly or be able to receive it clearly, is because of our limiting beliefs, such as, I'm not good enough. Even if we think we've already done some work around that. If you're hitting a glass ceiling in your life that you can't, like you feel stuck, or you feel like the same kind of thing keeps reoccurring over again and you can't seem to go beyond it, that's typically happening because there's some limiting belief that's driving certain behaviors subconsciously, or it's causing self-sabotage that's keeping you at a lower level than what God is really calling you to do. That's what I'm learning. It's so powerful. It's a breakthrough. Those things that he shared with me, I kind of knew that. Like, I've seen that. I've received feedback from my clients that I'm really good at that. I'm really good at writing and wordsmithing things that cause people to pay attention and respond. It's called marketing copywriting, writing copy in the regular material world, right? Gathering a crowd to listen, selling, all of that. But now I'm seeing it. Now I can own it now. What is that for you? I think in closing, I just want to encourage you to go in prayer yourself and ask the Lord, seek the Lord on what is it that is your work that you are excellent at. No longer do the things that you're just not good at, or that maybe you have some talent at it, you have some knowledge of it, but it feels hard. It takes a lot of energy and effort to do it. It's not your best work, but you can do it. No longer do that work. Just outsource that to somebody else when possible. And just operate in what you do excellent, that you are brilliant at, that you are just fantastic at it. That's when you'll earn the most income too. Because nobody can do what you do, the way that you do it, in the unique way you do it, how you do it, except you. You are truly a one of a kind. And I know I am too. All right, have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye.